Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Surf Games. So today we are back with more Per Aspera. So last time we left off, we started the basics, and now we have a little base running, and we are trying to get prepared for new people on Mars. We still have to build a worker factory so that we can get more workers down. So let's go ahead and start off today by plopping one of those down. It requires a few things, but I'm going to go ahead and put it central to one of the hubs, just so that we can get resources there faster to it. So the worker factory requires a few things. It requires coal and it requires aluminum, parts, and it requires steel. And of course, it also takes 15 megawatts of power. Now, this will be able to allow us to build more workers. Right now, our cap is 2, but hopefully, as we continue, we will build more worker hubs and be able to expand our worker count. Of course, end goal is to have more people, and that will be allowed to us shortly, I think. But for now, we are still in the works of getting the basics down. Okay, so I may have gotten myself a bit ahead of myself. So we have gone ahead and built an electronics factory, and we have also built a, well, if I can move out of the way so you can see, we have also built a in the process of building a parts factory. So then we can build the workers factory. I was like, well, why is it not building? And then I realized, well, it's because we don't have the factories to actually be building other things. So now that we actually have stuff coming in, we will be able to finish the worker factory and then move on to the next step. Well, I think so. Okay, so the next bit of the mission is building a maintenance factory, and a whole crap ton of other things have all of a sudden opened up. So let's go ahead and figure out what's up. So we've got a polymers factory, so that looks like it's going to be fun, and then a chemical plant, so that'll definitely be fun, and then the maintenance factory itself. So I think what we should do is we really should put this in the middle of, right there would be absolutely amazing. So there we go, right there, in the middle of everything. That way it can service all of these buildings. So the next thing that we want to do is go ahead and start getting these mines down, because I know that we're probably going to need them eventually anyway, and there just happens to be one right here. So we'll get that down. And I think the next one we had was the polymer factory. So we will put that right here. And I think that should do us for the time being. Why don't we go ahead into the workers factory and see what we can do about this, because we really want to get another worker out when we can. I know that we only have one right now, and I think we definitely could do with another one, since we've got one guy, servicing like 15 buildings or something. Yeah, 16 buildings at once, and that's not great, really. So let's go ahead and see what we can do about that. Okay, so I'm starting to see some other issues here too. So we are lacking in power, so we are definitely going to need. Well, it would definitely be anxiety, I think. Again, I find it very interesting. The entire story behind this game is quite interesting. Now I did just place a. Can we put this on a top priority, please? We are lacking some power right now, so we definitely need to be getting that sorted. But other than that, once that is done, we should be good to go ahead and start getting these other things in. I want to make sure that we have the right things. So we've got one of everything right now. Yes, so it is just a matter of time before we get this up and running. The last thing that we need are the polymers, which is all the way... Well, where is that? Polymers factory. I think that was somewhere around here. There it is. Okay. So we need chemicals for this. Now, I do want to point out that my logistics skills are not the best. So I know that a few of you might be yelling at me right now about the fact that things are not the best. But I will try to work around that and see if I can reorganize some things. Because I have noticed that I'm just plopping things down without real reason. And with one worker, that's causing some issues, I think. But we have a new tab now. We have a new tab. We have a maintenance tab now, and we can see that a few of our earlier buildings are starting to wear down. So we definitely need to take that in consideration and try and fix some of these things when we can. But on the, everything else so far seems to be working good. We are making some deficits in some of these resources. However, I think that for the most part we're doing pretty good. We just got some polymer in, so he's going to take that straight over, and we've got a maintenance factory made. So look at that, awesome. Marsborn. Well, that's gonna be some tough cookies for you. I clicked the wrong button again. What's this? Scanner. Ooh, that's a new thing. What is this? Wait. Did I build that? I must have done. Okay. We are still lacking in power for some odd reason. That's odd. Well, if that's the case, then let us go ahead and build another, since we are lacking. Let's see. Output's going to be about 30 there, so we will go ahead and plop another one there. Now, it is saying that there is no maintenance, but I feel like that is within the realm of the sphere. I keep hitting escape. That's not going to work. But like I said, I mean, this should be within the sphere. Like it was a pretty big sphere, I think. But we will go ahead and see what that does. So the next thing that we have is an aerological scanner. So we can build these within our realm, it looks like, or any. Well, it expands our realm, it looks like. So we will build. We will build that. Let's do that. Yeah. Yes. Ah! I don't actually know where that scan is. Oh. I'm sorry about that. The phone rang. I always forget to turn the phone off when I start recording. But anyway, we should be able to now get everything back on track. We've got positive power. We've got 2 workers. And soon we will have some maintenance drones eventually. It looks like we're on the right track to getting them. So it looks like in a few bits and bobs we will have that ready to go. We have 2 worker drones, so they're doing their job. And it looks like we are good right now for that scanner, although the poor workers are a bit preoccupied right now, I will admit. Now I have noticed something that I already am not really keen on. If you haven't noticed, the road system seems to be a bit random. I don't know why this is, but I hope that this doesn't cause a whole lot of problems in the near future. But for right now they're working, but hopefully they sort themselves out later. But I think right now we're good. I think I'm hoping that we unlock better ways to get more power later down the line. But right now we've got one of everything. We've got everything moving in the right direction, it looks like. So we just have to wait for that. Well, why didn't it work? Scan. There we go. I guess I didn't push it the first time. I don't know. But now we have a scanner coming down over here. We will put a priority on you so that they can actually have something to prioritize. So we have hit a milestone. We now have maintenance drones. So you will now see, if we go into our little traffic menu, we have little guys working on stuff now. The little flying guys. So I don't know if you can see them all that well on the main screen, but on the traffic screen you can see them. Let's see if I go out of this. I can't see them very well. So, but anyway, we do know that they are here. They are working. Here they are. Oh yeah, you can see them. Okay, yeah. Yes, they are repairing things. So that is absolutely splendid. I have noticed in a few other games like this, you get into a issue down the road whenever you don't have maintenance drones. Maintenance drones are a very key factor in this this whole process. But let's go ahead and speed up time. I've noticed that was low. So right now, again, like I said, we are in the process of getting the scanner done. We only need a few more electronics parts. And of course, I have prioritized the building, so hopefully we should have this done in a few minutes. Okay, well, we have our scanner done. So we new call. I don't think so. Just checking up on us, I see. But we have a crap ton of stuff that just opened up. Let us look at all of this. So we've got a spaceport. We've got a new water extractor, which obviously, you know, humans need water. We have a food factory, again, you know, because people need food, and a colony building. Now, I am going to go ahead and get the basics done. So let us go ahead and get a water extractor. Where would that logically need to go? I think we've got something glowing over here. So that's going to have to go there. And then the next thing we need is, I think, the food factory. Is that right? Did I miss a step? Yes, let's go ahead and get a food factory in production. And we will put that right here, because we're going to have the solar farms go out in that general direction. And then we will have a... Is that everything we need? And then let's get a colony building in place. I will put this right here. That seems like it is a pretty, well, not centralized, but it's out of the way. And then, the last but not least, we will also get a spaceport in production. So we will go ahead and put this. This is a massive thing, apparently. We'll put that over here. So that seems to be everything that we need for the basics. We have a spaceport colony, water extractor, and a food factory in production. And it looks like we have another incoming call, so let us go ahead and get that answered for us. Oh. Let's ask about what she does. Hmm. I don't know about that, but let's do about balance. Machine person. Okay. What is this? A secret? I mean, yes. Yes. You should. Well, I should, I guess. Yes. Uh, okay. So, what next do we need to do? Research? Research outpost. I suppose that's the next step. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, where are we in the whole spectrum of things? Oh. Yes. Of course. So, I know I seem to be jumping ahead of myself, but, it looks like what do we need? What's wrong? What's wrong here? We are just a bit behind, I suppose. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to set up another worker hub up in this area, because that will give us some more workers. I'm trying to be as worker friendly as I can here, seeing that we have some issues getting things here and there. Well, see, the thing about this is that technically you're kind of right in many ways. I mean, you're getting into the whole point of like who owns you and very philosophical things there, I'd think. But I mean, technically, yes, you're a person if you have the cognitive ability to think and to act on your own. But unfortunately, I mean, you've seen it in movies all the time. Unfortunately, AI is all but that. It's an artificial intelligence. So even if they think they're a real person or a real being, I mean, and some might argue, yes. I mean, at the end of the day, they still are owned by another entity or another individual because they're not a real person. They're not a human. But then you're getting into all these whole kinds of other, debates on whether or not this, would constitute basic human rights, or basic, anyone, any type of being's rights. But anyway, I guess that would be a different argument and discussion and debate for another day. Yes. 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 Well, that's what I was going on. It's almost as if we two, us two are having a conversation right now. But no, I mean, yes, you are both an object and an entity at the same time. I mean, you that's very complicated to try and to explain. I mean, yes, you are an individual and you are a being, but unfortunately, you were not created um naturally. You're a unnatural thing. You were created by the human race, right? An entity. So unfortunately, by intellectual property, protocols, which that's what you would be. In my opinion, this AI would be an intellectual property. So unfortunately, you are owned by someone, although you would still be a quote unquote person. You're still intellectual property. That's my final say on that. But of course, take that with the grain of salt in this example. But anyway, uh, oh no, no, oh no, 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 no. I mean, I'm gonna go with the fact. I mean, I'm gonna go with that decision, and the reason why is because I truly do believe that with any artificial intelligence decision, you have a directive. The point of my basis in choosing that is the fact that this AI, we have a directive to set up um these things. I mean, we can't just do whatever we want. Now, us, the player, can, but we're not supposed to be doing whatever. We are supposed to be working toward a goal. Um, that's my philosophy on that. Okay, so it looks like we just got the worker hub built, so that will hopefully help with our new workers, and then we can get the water extractor built. But it looks like they are moving on to the next task, whatever that may be. I'm not really 100% sure on what's the next step, really. Let's go ahead and prioritize the food factory as a priority here. That way we can actually get things moving along. Um, Potentially. I mean, I have the map right here in front of me. I mean, it doesn't mean much since it's a fog of war map. Oh, why is this all bright? um, Yeah, so I mean, she's bringing up a lot of very good points, and I mean, she has a lot of very good points here. But at the same time, uh, I don't know. Yes, yes. Is that a warning? What was that? What was that supposed to mean? Okay. What are all of these things here? Oh, it looks like we have more more mining deposits. It looks like any of these here? No. What is this? So this is iron. And what is this? What are these two here? This is water, and okay, so we can go ahead and get a water extractor down. Whatever that is, I don't actually remember. Is that in the mines? Yes, a water extractor down here. And we can also go ahead and get another silicon, because I know that we are actually behind in the silicon front. And then I will go ahead and get another worker hub right down here, so we can have everything accessed by this worker hub. I know that there's another one right, well, I thought there was one closer, but that definitely, I feel like I'm building things a bit too fast now, but hopefully not. Okay, now we've got the food factory built, so that's good. And that means that we are now losing power again. Wonderful, wonderful. So we will go ahead and build another. Let's do another 2 power plants down, solar farms down here, and that way we can get ahead in the game. We definitely want to have these on a priority since things are already starting to fail. So I mean, as you can see, I think that this game is very interesting. I mean, already in 2 episodes we've expanded quite a bit. So I definitely think that this game is absolutely amazing. Now, unfortunately, I have seen that we're starting to run over time a little bit. But I think what we will do is we can have all of this finished, and then we will. Oh, Dr. Foster's calling again. Oh no. Great. Great. Awesome. Wonderful. Just what I want. So that means that we need to look at this this thingy here. So we definitely have buildings that are does that mean that we should be building more maintenance drones? Like, how does this work? Can we? Like, I'd like to know at what point you're going to send a drone out to repair these. But I don't know. Dr. Foster's calling again. Okay. What's this? Okay, so we have the colony down, and the next thing that we'll be working on is getting, well, I want to get this up. And I also want to get that up, and I want to get all of these things need to have a priority. Now I know prioritizing all of this is counterproductive, but whatever. You get the point. I want to get these 3 or 4 things up as soon as possible. And then we will finish the research post and the spaceport. Okay, everybody, we have everything built except the spaceport. We have our research outpost built. We have the water extractor and the iron mine built. And then, of course, we also have the silicon built as well. So everything we have, everything looks good so far. The last thing that we need to have built is, of course, the spaceport, and then we'll have that relatively soon, now that we have that as a priority. Now, as you can see, we have some more workers being built, so that's always a nice addition. We only need 2 more bits of iron, I think. No, that's steel. So only 2 more bits of steel, and then we will be ready to actually keep some people. Since we have our... Oh, also, of course, the main attraction itself is the colony. I didn't show that up either. But, of course, this can hold up to 100 people. And once we get the spaceport built, which should be very soon, in fact, I think it will be right there. So that will be coming in fairly soon. There it is. And there we go, guys. We have our spaceport built. Look at that. Orbital. Oh, look at this, guys. So this is the colony that will be coming in. We have another 2 moons that's orbiting as well. So we have a call from Dr. Foster. Pretty good. Yeah. We're ready. Yes. Okay. So, okay. Yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think what we will go ahead and do is call this episode here. I'll go ahead and slow down time. I know that this has been a pretty long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know with a like and a comment. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!